guys, it's Kat. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another one of my top favorites kind of videos. This is going to be my favorite bronzers and highlighters. So I thought it would be a great idea because I have been on a big, huge highlighter kick. Like, I love all of a sudden highlighters, and I was never a person that was really into them just because I felt that I really didn't know how to wear them, and I didn't think that my skin suited highlighters that well. But lately I just really been enjoying them, and I just figured I'd show you guys the ones that I love, and as well include my bronzers that I love to use as well, because I don't think I have too many things up here. I mean, you'll be the judge of that, but let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so should I start with highlighters? No, let's start off with bronzers. So the one that I'm currently using right now is by Chanel, and this is the Bronze Soleil Tan de Chanel Bronze Universal. That's what it looks like, and it is a huge tub of pretty much, it's like a cream bronzer, and I've had this for a while now. I would say about a year, and I haven't even made the slightest dent into this, but I love it because it's really natural. This is the color that I get from it. It's nothing that's so intense, so you can really just use this to build like a slight tan. Nothing crazy though. It's not going to be, well, at least not on my skin tone, it's not going to be too much. As you can see, I do have that on right now, and I usually use this brush, the Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques, and I just like stipple it on and then blend it in with the brush, and I love it. I feel like it's definitely natural. It's really easy to blend in, and you can also use this as a base for your bronzer. Like, you can go ahead and top your this bronzer with a powder bronzer and then have that locked in for like an all day kind of thing, so that it doesn't move. So it's a really great one. I love that I've had it for a while now and it's still creamy. Like, it's not dry whatsoever. I think the key is to keeping the lid on this tight. So yeah, I love it. I think it's really natural. If you're a little bit darker than me, you might want to swatch it before you buy it, but I think it does give a nice bronzy look to your skin without being too like fake looking, you know what I mean? So that's the one that I'm using, and I really love that. Another one that I've been talking about forever, I think since I started my channel, is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. And I definitely hit pan on this one. This one's definitely my favorite powder bronzer, and I use this pretty much on an everyday basis. I love this bronzer. It is kind of dark though, so if you have a heavy hand, beware. But I like it because it's perfect for bronzing and contouring because it's cool toned, and I love it. It doesn't swatch as well as it comes up on your brush, but that's it right there, and it's just super nice because it's cool toned, so you can definitely sculpt out your face with it without it being a little too orange or fake looking. I think this is a really great bronzer. My mom uses this bronzer too, and she's a lot more fair than I am, and she loves it, so I think it's a great bronzer as well. Another bronzer that I've been using since, I don't even know, since like high school, is the NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder. This is by NYC, did I say that? Yeah. This is in the color Sunny, and yes, I've used this bronzer for many years and I love it. It's definitely a good bronzer to start with if you've never used any bronzer at all in your life. This is a really great one to start off with because it doesn't apply too much color on your face with a brush. So it's really foolproof in my book. It's not too dark at all. It does show up on my skin tone, and I'm medium skin tone, and it's really a great color for contouring or just bronzing up your complexion, giving your face some definition. I definitely recommend this bronzer for people who do not want such a intense contour or bronzer. It's definitely, I don't know, I would say it's definitely on the natural side. It doesn't kick up too much bronzer when you use a brush with it, so it's definitely for people who have like a heavier hand applying makeup. This is a really great one because it doesn't, I don't think it could ever be too much, at least not on my skin tone. So I love it. It's affordable. I think it's like $3. You can find it literally anywhere, so definitely another great bronzer that I use all the time as well. From MAC, I have the bronzing powder in Golden. And this is a really nice bronzer too. This is the kind of bronzer that I would use when I already have a tan, because it doesn't give me so much color, but it just gives my skin like a glow. And it really works when I have a tan. When I'm fair, I don't really necessarily use this just because I don't feel like it defines my face enough for me to use it. But it really just gives like a subtle bronzy glow, and I love it. It's right there. So yeah, I love it too. I don't use it as often. Like I said, I use it mainly when I already have some color going on. This is really great to use. The next bronzer I have is by Buxom, and this is the Hot Escapes Maldives bronzer. And this is the one that I say smells like beach, like a pina colada, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful bronzy color. It's definitely a little bit darker. It does have some shimmer to it, but that's okay. You don't have to use this to contour. This is more, again, along the same lines as the other bronzer I was talking about. It's more to give your skin a sun-kissed glow. It's not to contour. It just really works as a bronzer. So I love this. Plus, it smells good. I can't say that enough because it smells amazing. So I love that one too. The next one that I have is by Too Faced, and this is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer in medium deep, and this one again smells like chocolate. But this one's a little bit darker than Hoola, which is why I don't use it as much. And on top of that, I feel like it kicks up a lot of powder, which I don't really like because it can make your face look muddy. But it's definitely darker than Hoola. Let me show you. So this is the Chocolate Soleil, and this one up here is Hoola. So you see it's a little bit more brown. It's still a great bronzer. I just find that I have to use a lighter hand with it so that it doesn't look too fake on me. So, but I still love it. I think it's a really great bronzer, especially for people who have a darker complexion. It'll definitely show up a bit better. So there's that one. And then I have this last one. It's limited edition, which I debated on showing you, but I have seen that they have released new bronzers. This is by Maybelline. This is the Dream Sun bronzing powder. This is the matte version. I have the Four Seasons, I think, which is like a shimmery finish, and then there's this matte one, and this is a really, really great bronzer. It has great pigmentation. It shows up really nicely. Look at that. It's very similar to Hoola because it's cool toned, and it's great for contouring as well. So that one's right there. I don't know if they have this one exactly, but I have seen that Maybelline came out with a new display at drugstores that has their bronzing powders that look like this. Similar, not exactly the same, but very similar. So if you're interested in picking up a bronzer from the drugstore, I definitely would recommend these two babies right here. Okay, so those are all the bronzers that I use. Let me grab a napkin here so that I don't have swatches everywhere. My hair is a mess, guys. It's freaking hot in here. Okay, moving on to highlighters. Okay, so the one that I'm using today is definitely one of my favorites, and again, it's limited edition, but they re-promote this all the dilly dang time. And this is called Whisper of Gilt. It's an extra dimension skin finish by MAC. And can we just take a minute to appreciate this beautiful powder right here? I just think it's gorgeous, and it's what I have on right there. You see that ding? It's this. I love it. I have no words. It's just a beautiful, beautiful highlight. If you guys see this being re-promoted by MAC, grab it. I'm telling you, you will love it. And I'm not a person that jumps on all the MAC collections just because I hate purchasing something and then I can't really talk to you guys about it because you can't get any more because everything sells out so quickly. But this I've seen several times. And I think it's worth it. I love, love, love it. I don't know why this isn't permanent. This is definitely something that they should consider making permanent because it's just gorgeous. So I love that. That's what I'm wearing right now. The next one that I use all the time is from the Laura Mercier Contour Kit. Yeah, and I think the color is Sand. I know that you can pop out the compacts, but whatever. It's this one right here, and it's really, really, really pretty. It does kick up a little bit. It's kind of a little powdery, but once you apply it and blend it in with a brush. It's beautiful. It's not as reflective or as metallic as the Whisper of Gilt, but it still gives your skin just a really pretty glow. It's more of like a sheen. It's not necessarily like a metallic finish, but it's still beautiful and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so there's that one. Another highlight that I talk about all the time is from Laura Mercier, and it's the Shimmer Bloc in Peach Mosaic. Looks like that. It's a beautiful compact, and it's gorgeous. And I love this because I can use this not only to highlight my face, but I can also use it to apply like eyeshadows. You can use these individually and they work as eyeshadows. It's gorgeous. So those are all the 4 colors, but swirled together you get a really beautiful bronzy highlight. I mean, you can just pick and choose which highlights you want. Like if you want just a pinky and a peachy color, or pink or like a champagne and a pinky color, it'll give it to you. You don't really need to use either side, but it's just, oh, it's so pretty. I use it all the time. I've used it on my eyes and I just love it. I also use this highlighters like right underneath my eyebrow just to lift my brow, and it looks beautiful. You can also use it on the inner corner. Love it. So versatile. That's why I really like highlighters nowadays. A highlight from the drugstore that I really like too is also by Maybelline, and this is the Master High Lift Face Studio Highlighting Blush, and this is in the color Coral. And on me, I'm a little bit too dark for it to be a blush, but I love using it as like a blush topper because it's beautiful. It gives the skin a really nice glow, and I think it's perfect as a highlight for my skin tone. So it's right there, and it's just a pretty color, and it's from the drugstore, so you can't beat that. Another really great one from the drugstore too is, well, this is not from the drugstores, you can get this at Walmart. This is Hard Candy, and it's called Tiki. It's actually a baked bronzer, but it's a highlight. And it's like this, it's baked, so it's on that dome. It's like a dome shape. And this is again another really nice subtle highlight that I used to use this all the time. This is probably one of the first highlighters that I ever used. Because it's really subtle, so I didn't feel like I had to be really careful with it, because it just doesn't show up as intense as some of the other ones that I have. So I love that one too. And then this other one that I have is not necessarily a highlight, it's an eyeshadow, but it's so gorgeous that you can use it as a highlight as well. This is by Stila, and I depotted it because I keep it in a Z palette. And this is Kitten, and I've mentioned this being one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time because it's just so beautiful, but you can definitely use this as a highlight as well. And I mean, look at that, so pretty. It's gorgeous. I love that color. And the last one that I want to mention is by MAC, and this is actually a cream color base, and you can use this, you know, under your highlight. You can just use it under your blush so that your blush stays on forever and ever. But it's a beautiful color. This is, did I say the color? It's Hush. And it's like a pinky, highlight, I would say. But it's just gorgeous. And it's right there. It's right underneath. This is Stila Kitten. It's right there. It's so pretty. I love it. Okay, so that is everything that I wanted to show you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like my makeup look today, let me zoom in so you can see. Let me know so that I can do a tutorial for you. Just leave a comment down below or just hit the like button, and that way I'll know if you guys want to see the tutorial or not. I also posted a picture of my look that I'm wearing today on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram, please do so. I'll leave the link down below. Okay, and that's everything that I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!